In this video we're going to continue with our capoeira posing. Alright, so we left off on frame 67 where there was the ginga coming up, and between 67 and 91 there is this changing of direction of the cart. Alright, so we're gonna do that, and we have to consider a few breakdowns in between of this range of frame. So the one is gonna be 76, where there is a little skipping, and we have to consider this skipping as well. And the next frame is gonna be frame 85, where there is a little jump going towards the frame 91. Okay, so we're just gonna do that, and we select our cart and just the controller that we need, and we go on frame 76, and we just press S key. So changing up, we got the frame 76 here, so we know what we're doing. Alright, and we grab our controllers and we start moving the position of them. So we just zero out this rotation, and we grab our controller here and we just move it like that, and we zero out this value. Okay, so after we grab our knee control and the center of gravity, and we just take it forward, and we keep fixing our knee control. And what we're going to do now, we have to consider that there is the changing of direction, so we have to put our cart slightly onto an angle where the direction is going towards of. Okay, so we grab the center of gravity and we rotate the cart. Alright, and let's see what we have. Okay, so we straight the torso and the spine as well, and we, with the help of the pelvis or the hip, we can fix this S shape of the back, avoiding this broken effect. Alright, so we bend over a little bit the back of the cart, and we put it down on the word axis. Is gonna be okay. Alright, so we rotate it a little bit more, and we consider that the cart is always facing the opponent. So checking our video, so we can see that it's slightly on one side and going in this way. Okay, so with the arms lifted like that. Okay, and keep checking all the time. We have to straight these values, so you're just gonna go on 0 and 0 here as well. We're just gonna put it, the controller, like this. So I think it's gonna be okay now. Let me see. Okay, so this leg is a little bit lifted up and rotate it in this way. Okay, so, and I just want to slightly bend the Z rotation and going a little bit upward. Okay, so it's gonna help to understand the changing of the direction. Alright, so perfect. So now we're ready to step on the next pose. Alright, and it's gonna be the frame 85, and we go on S key, and we just go on our video reference, so we go on frame 85. So we have this kind of middle action in between, going towards the frame 91. So on frame 85 we stop on this frame, and we keep fixing it. So we consider what's gonna happen actually until frame 91. So I mean that we have to consider the change of direction, how much and how big is gonna be the change in this frame, because we have to consider that is just an average between two key poses. So we make sure that the card is always facing the opponent, and we grab this controller here and we check how big is the change gonna be. Alright, so we rotate it like this, and even the center of gravity, and we are going to straight the rotation like that, and even the back. So we got something wrong happening and we have to fix that. Alright, so we straight up the hip. It's gonna help us to don't get this broken back effect. Okay, so the center of gravity, we push a little bit forward, and alright, so we know how much we have to go through. So we can grab this controller here and we put it more like that. So there is the knee control, they make their job, so it's gonna help us to understand how the leg is going to be posed for the next action. So and we have to consider that this foot is gonna be on the floor, and this pose is gonna be like that. So the x-axis has to be straightened down, and this leg is gonna be lifted up. It's gonna kind of reach the rest of the body. So we're going to rotate it like that, and let's see what we have here. Okay, so we got something actually wrong here, because on frame 76 we don't really give all that changing of the direction, so we're just gonna do that, no problem. There is just a slight change on the direction of the action, so it's not gonna be that difficult, and we keep rotating this foot. We load down, we zero out the value of the ball roll. Okay, so we grab it, the knee control, we pull it like that. So let's see what we have now. Perfect. So I think we got what we want now, and just go on the top view. The top view is very useful because it's going to help us to see where the card is going towards to. So here there is a big gap, as you could see, yeah. All right, so I want this card going a little bit more in between. So we copy this frame on here because by mistake we got on 77. So okay, now we can see that something is slightly changing, but we can correct it even more if we want. Alright, so perfect. Now we can see there's something more clear is happening, so we know that the pose is more correct. Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright, so we're just gonna tweak more the knee control, for example, and the foot here. Okay. And we see that the poses are really appealing. So the capoeira is like that basically. It's full of appeal, of the action is coming up, and to show off that he's stronger than anyone. Alright, so now we're going to go through the next poses, and we're gonna check out more dynamic and critical poses to consider. Alright, so with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you into the next video.